let's meet your Minnesota Timberwolves. At guard, 6'4", number 4, Jalen Noel. At guard, 6'4", number 0, D'Angelo Russell. Starting at small forward, at 6'3", number 1, Anthony Edwards. The big man, 7 feet tall, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 32, Anthony Towns.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, D'Angelo Russell says he patterns his game after another crafty lefty. He said, if I could model my game after somebody, it would be Manu Ginobili. He was never the most athletic, but he could pass, he could score, and he was just so unpredictable. Not a bad role model for D'Lo. Kevin?
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We'll see Dort and Bazley playing it forward. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, a pair of number 1 picks are at the forwards, Edwards and Towns. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Bazley. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Noel, no good. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Towns for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Giddey kept alive. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
The shot's good from Bazley.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The drive by Russell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
To the middle, here's Bazley, and he slams it one-handed.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Russell with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 8 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for Noel. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Russell.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Pass to Giddey. Down low, here's Muscala, and he jams it with authority.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Here's man. Count that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Forbes inside the line, and again it's Minnesota. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. From deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Mike Muscala out there with Holmgren. And it's Pokusevski in at the small forward. And the jump by Holmgren.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player. A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the right side. Here's Holmgren. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Basket, good. Gobert's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Oklahoma City moving it around, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Baisley. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Baisley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, a 3-ball. Baisley, good. Baisley's got 13.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Stolen. Here's Pokusevski. Favors with a wide-open look. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Charlotte Hornets will go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Two of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
Right now, it's about the lack of defense, or lack thereof, giving up too many wide-open looks. I'm not seeing any heart or any hustle.
Yeah, you could just imagine what coach is telling them in the locker room.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Edwards. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Russell. Here's Gobert, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Oklahoma City trailing. Out to the right wing. Here's Holmgren. Count it, good. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Here's Noel. For 3, Edwards knocks down the 3-ball. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Spins. 14 feet away. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Gobert.
And if the mid-range shot is working for Gobert, it's a problem for the D. Draws the bigs away from the hoop and opens things up inside.
Now here's Dort. Getting no one around him. That three off the mark. Here is Forbes, defended by Dort. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Here's Giddey. A three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Holmgren. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Favors, and it's Pokusevski in at the small forward spot. Good work there as it goes. Reeves got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 10. Prince, the pass to Anderson. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pokusevski can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Reed finds Anderson, and again it's Minnesota.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Pokusevski. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Beasley.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on.
Russell, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. It's going to be a good victory for the Timberwolves.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one. They got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Thunder.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relish being the guy to carry the load offensively. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Good. That one on target from Noel.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And the basket by Gobert.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. You know, the fans are great. We shot the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.